South Jersey bad boys. South Jersey bad boys. South Jersey bad boys.
Perfect harmony.
Figured you would know it. Thought you'd listen to every episode.
I've never listened to a podcast in my life.
I know you haven't. You're an analog guy.
AM radio type of guy.
No, I don't. I'm not a fan of anything that comes over the computer.
You got a record player still? I know you do.
Yeah,
I know you do.
Yeah, and I got Joshua Tree just ready to go all the time.
Have you done Joshua Tree?
What is that? No, I don't travel.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
That's true. You're a weird combo of like a hipster who hates hipsters.
Yeah. You
know?
know why? Because I invented it.
Right.
Seriously.
Like
I was
OGs.
wearing all. It's funny when all that shit like started coming into fashion. My wife was like, at the time, she's like, "Look, everybody's dressing like you now," and I was like, "Fucking assholes!" Like, it's like when you like, I always wanted to not be
That's so true.
in that shit. Like, so I used to wear cowboy boots back in the day because I was like, nobody's fucking wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And I did all that, and then I was wearing like fucking ties and vests and denim jackets to shows and shit, and then all of a sudden everybody started doing it, and they're like, "Oh, you're fucking hipster." I was like, I fucking started that.
Yeah.
Like I accidentally made up the bro hug. That's a known fact.
What do you mean, the one arm bring it in?
One arm bring it in? Because I fell into somebody once. And ever since then, everybody's been doing
You
it.
think you invented the
I
bro?
know I did.
I'll give you the hipster.
I went to
I
shake-
will go as far to give you the hipster style. You did
I
not
went to
invent the bro
shake
hug.
somebody's hand one time, and I tripped, and I hugged them. And ever since then, guys hug each other.
You don't think a brother was out there before you?
I don't know what that term means.
Fucking dapping dudes up.
I feel uncomfortable in Jersey hearing you say brother with a hard R.
Brother. No shot.
Now there was a little bit more eccentric. Yours is a very, you lean right in. It's a very. Do you do the like kneel down in like group photos and do the arm shake in front type of thing?
No, these knees don't work anymore.
But I will say, I do respect that about you, is you, since I've known you, have always, and I'm not even being sarcastic, have always been you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you've never been afraid to just be so diehard you. And
Yes.
you should be worried
I don't
about
give a
it.
shit.
Exactly.
I don't fucking give a fuck.
I remember meeting you at Philly's Funniest, like the first year we both started.
Yeah.
And you just still, right off the bat, did not give a fuck,
No.
man. Like, you were just...
And look how far it's got me.
yeah.
Got you into a basement in South
Yeah,
Jersey.
look how far. Oh, by the way,
We're all in the same
what is that?
basement.
Is that Route 30? What's that, White Horse
Yeah,
Pike?
the White Horse
That's
Pike.
fucking depressing. That
Oh,
is
yeah.
a depressing road. I was hoping you lived at least a couple miles off of that. Because I was
Yeah.
like, if you live like right off of it, I was going to be like, oh,
I'm
shit.
exactly 1 mile from it right here.
Oof,
Yeah.
that's a rough road.
It is. It's
But I like-
nothing but discount liquor stores, used car
Yes,
lots. Yeah.
vape stores.
Yeah, there's like 7 of them right on top of
Yep,
each other.
it was very, very depressing. And then your high school has a bar right across the street from it.
Yeah, dive bar.
Yes.
The Wick.
Fucking
Yeah.
Jer- I love
where you
Jersey.
buy high school kids liquor.
That's how I make cigarette money.
Dude, they have a dive bar right there, and then a liquor store in that shopping center right there. Both
Fucking Jersey.
And then there's a jazz club next door on that same side of the street. It's fucking incredible.
Jazz is coming back.
Jazz is making a comeback. Yeah.
Yeah, let me guess.
yeah.
You started that too, huh?
No, I never liked jazz. It's funny.
You do play saxophone.
I
though.
do. I'm a saxophone player. I like
Sax it up.
I got into like Springsteen. That was like my thing. Springsteen. I'm just dropping Jersey people, but anything like rock. And then, of course, I was in a ska band. So
Fucking right.
100%. That's also big. It was big in Jersey back when I was doing it.
Yeah, I
But,
wish I could hate on that, but I kind of like
It's
it.
fucking
kinda
awesome.
like
It's
it,
cool.
It was
too.
awesome. It was the best.
And saxophone is cool.
Very cool. But I hate concerts.
Yeah.
Can't stand going to them.
Were you an old man even as a young man?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I got a kid like that too. I swear, she. I think they come out like that. They're like 40 years old.
Yeah.
Well, you
what,
got
all
to know
the
it.
all the Bickles? They come out and they go, "This man, there's
Kinda
no
crotchety.
fucking parking
Yeah,
here.
it's kind of crotchety. yeah. Come out just smoking.
I'm not going to the fucking city."
Pretty much. Another pottery barn. Great.
Yeah, my God, ruining the neighborhood.
Is that still a thing? Pottery barn?
Oh, I know a guy that could get you 250. Like you're 9.
I do that in work. I always know a guy. It's funny. I work for Penn. And I do a lot of dealing with Wharton and like the hoity-toity people, and they'll go in. You got to be in these meetings with these people, like they'll go in there, and they're talking about like the tile,
right over there.
the tile that they're
I'm
doing
always
from
afraid I'm gonna
Italy and
spill it.
shit like that, and they're looking at the tile and they're like, oh, 8 weeks out, and they're licking the tile and shit. And I'm like, look at these fucking idiots. And I'll just, in a meeting, I'll go, I got a tile guy. We'll get that. We'll get that from Home Depot. We'll get it over here. And plus, it's 4th of July. We get it on sale. You know?
Yeah, a little 4th of July sale at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
I'll do it myself. I'll tear my rotator cuff.
Re-tear it. Yeah.
No, I tore it the first time in the douchiest way possible.
You tore it twice now?
This is the 3rd time I tore it.
Jesus Christ. How old are you, dude?
Oh, old enough to tear it 3 times. No, try and guess. What's the douchiest way somebody could tear a rotator?
You were in a mosh pit.
No, way douchier than that.
Okay. You're starting your ska band. You and one of your band members get in a fight.
Yeah, close. No, arm wrestling at a bar.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Arm wrestling at a bar, and I went.
What was this? The mid '80s?
This was '79, and
Fucking Swayze and Roadhouse.
No, I was at some douchebag bar in Old City when that was a thing in like the early 2000s. Like fucking Old City came back.
Yeah.
And I'm in some douchebag bar, and I'm hammered, and some asshole's there, and I know I could beat this guy too. He's a big dude, but I was like, I know I fucking beat this guy.
Of course.
And
no training.
How did it come up? You just go up to him and be like, I bet I could beat you in arm wrestling?
yeah, I just stare at somebody and go,
It's on.
hey, I beat you at arm wrestling. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then after that, we crack him with a bottle over the head.
Yeah.
But no, and I did, and I was winning, but I was holding the table, but I wasn't pulling on the table. But if you even watch professional arm wrestling,
Sure.
if you have somebody bigger, that's just physics. They're gonna, So I'm just holding there just to steady myself. And somebody's like, oh, you're fucking cheating and all that. So I was like, okay, I got this guy. I'll let go. Well, he starts pulling me, and I like really like that. Next day I woke up, I couldn't fucking lift my arm. It was like, it was torn.
Damn.
And I couldn't lift my arm. Second time, the one time I tore this muscle was arm wrestling Neil Wood.
So you have 2 tears arm
arm
wrestling related. That's good.
And I'm not really that guy. I don't think
Well, I think
Am I that
let the
guy?
record show you're that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not. I think I was talking to Neil.
You got 2 tears to show for it.
Neil, once again, I beat him right away. He insisted on a second match, and then we're literally locked up, and you just hear like pop, and we both stopped. He's like, "That didn't sound good."
Yeah.
I was like,
Nope.
I was like, nothing hurts.
Why are you arm wrestling so much?
I don't know. I got a small dick. I don't know. What do you do?
If you get herpes twice, you're that guy. You go, I'm not usually like that.
I'm not that guy, but I have a wretched case
That
of
was the
herpes.
last time. That was my last days of. I don't know. That's what we did. We did that in my neighborhood.
Well, Neil Wood, I mean, that sounds like that was probably 3 years ago.
Neil Wood? No, that was no.
How long have you known Neil?
I've known Neil for like at least 8 years.
Okay, yeah.
So that was probably
Yeah, we're talking 2017, 2018.
probably 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That we were. Yeah, I was doing his podcast, and
Yeah, I wouldn't say arm wrestling was big in 2017, 2018.
I don't know how it came up.
I
either.
don't think that was in the
I
market.
don't know, and it wasn't. And the worst is, it wasn't like we weren't like on air or anything. This was like after the fact.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Would have
and
been great to get that recorded.
I went. You could hear the pop.
Oh my god.
Like you could hear the pop, and then I tore whatever that muscle is that runs like right on top here.
Yeah.
That got torn. That was 2 months of physical therapy, and then I did something on my shoulder. My shoulder shot. I got arthritis in it. Everything.
You're falling apart,
I
dude.
am. This is it.
You gonna do any rehab?
I got to go get surgery.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What do you got to get surgery on? The rotator,
Rotator
cuff?
cuff, yeah.
Oh,
Get
fuck.
the vagina.
No, that's fine now. That healed.
How many
That took
times?
a while.
How many times you got to go in for rotator cuff surgery? You got a punch card or something?
No, the first time they didn't do anything. They let it heal. They're like, oh, it'll heal on its own. You're young. And it did.
Yeah.
It took
Yeah.
a year. I remember it took a solid year for me to even be able to really like lift my arm back like that. And then the second time, I think it was just from working out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck it, whatever.
You go, fuck it, my baseball career's over.
Yeah. No,
Sunday beer league
I've
is
never
over.
done anything active.
Really?
In my life. No, the second time was, working out. And then this time, I think it was just, it never healed from that time. And it's just shot.
Son of a bitch, man.
Hey.
Well, if you need a guy, you want to do something off the books, don't raise your deductible. We know a guy. We know a guy over here, right on the White Horse Pike.
I'll let anybody cut into me.
It's unfortunate to hear because I am slowly morphing into you. I'm one kid away from being you at this point.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get more tattoos.
Well, you have a boy and a girl, right?
Boy and a girl.
Yeah. No, you got to have You're not. You could never be me until you fill your house.
I
with
know. I know. I have to keep popping them out, but it's a high bar that you've set. 3 seems fucking nuts, man.
It is nuts. It is nuts, especially when you have them so far apart and you were done having kids, and you have to go ask for all those stained clothes back.
Yeah.
Because we got rid of everything.
Yeah.
You will too at some point. You're like, we're done.
What was the difference with your most recent?
What do you mean the difference?
Like the difference between your second and third?
Age
Age
difference?
difference. Sorry.
Yeah. The age difference between second and third is 7 years.
Okay, yeah.
Between first and third is 10 years.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, that COVID was a bitch, man. That COVID was a bitch.
You're
and
just firing them in there.
No.
What do you
I've been
mean?
pulling out my whole life.
Yeah.
Had a great pull.
Well, you
People were
let one
"Oh,
slip.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
All
And,
3 times? Was the first one
I thought
planned?
you meant just the 3 times that me and my wife had sex. No, the plan.
Yeah.
No, they're playing kids. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm from Philadelphia. We don't plan children.
Old school,
Nobody's
baby.
planned.
No.
It was a shocker because I wasn't sure she could get pregnant. I thought she was going through the change and whatnot. Because she's always warm.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope she's
I
listening.
I think she's just always running a fever.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's not a healthy woman, but
That's the most Southwest Philly way to put it. You're like, I think she was just going through some change.
Yeah.
She's always preheated.
I didn't think she was pregnant. I just thought she was angry.
Yeah. Well, she probably was. Living
No,
with
she
you.
was more shocked than me. Because I was like, what? It's funny though. So having my youngest daughter for like the first year, and even now, I have complete conscious moments of going, there's a baby in here.
Yeah.
Like what? Like why is there a baby here?
It's crazy to think of you with a baby right now. That as you said that.
Yeah, it's when you're done, you're like, okay, my kids were in first grade and fourth grade, and that's the point of life that we were in, and then all of a sudden it's like hitting the reset button on Nintendo, and you're like, fuck, I gotta start.
We're in diapers again?
I can't, dude. The diapers, that was depressing.
Yeah.
When we had a basement full of diapers again, I was like, this isn't supposed to be.
No.
Like this, we were done.
That's fucked up.
It is. But then again, we love her. She's a good shit. So we don't bust her balls.
She's
too
a
much.
good piece of shit.
Yeah, she's a good shit.
Does it feel because even with 2 now, like with the baby is so much less scary this time around, and it's the toddler for us right now that it's like, how the fuck do we deal with this? But we had a baby before. Now it's like, okay, they're hungry, they shit their pants.
Yeah, you don't give a shit.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easier.
No, it's certainly easier than the first time, because I'm sure you were like every first parent where you're like doing like everything extra. By like the third kid, you're like, we don't fucking need that. We don't need any of that shit. We didn't have any shit. Like
As cliche it is, that's how it
Stopped
feels.
reading the books for the second one. We got this figured out.
Yeah, they'll learn.
And
on
by
their
the
own.
third one, you'll start weeding out all that baby shit that everybody told you would need, and you're like the third, there were no swings, there were no any of that weird rap shit, there were no baby proofing shit, there was none of that shit. There was no we made baby food the first time around.
You're like, swing, I'll toss her myself.
Put it right on the rug. Kids love rugs.
Yeah.
They love rugs. They just fucking roll
Just
around.
roll right around on it.
And then
Hell
they
yeah.
fall asleep. You're like, don't fucking step on the baby.
Yeah, that's her new bed now.
That's where. No, I got a picture on my phone, just a blanket on her. She sleeps there now. That's her fucking spot.
Yeah.
But no, it's. I think 2's tougher than 3.
You think?
Yeah.
Because 2, you're used to just.
By 3, you're used to multiples. But 2, you're used to the one kid, and then 2, now you're dividing and conquering.
Yeah, 2
Whereas
to 1.
by 3,
It's a little controlled chaos with 2, right? I mean, you were just at the shore with both your kids, right? So how was that? How was having 2 kids on vacation at the shore for you?
It was a little better this year, although it wasn't like fully. Basically, I brought Jack down, and then Sam came up for the day with the baby. So she wasn't there because it would just be too much. We got to figure out like how's the baby going to sleep down the shore and whatever. I know so we tried to do it last year with just the one, and it was fucking hell, man. You bring all that shit down.
Yeah, well, that's called parenting.
I know, but
You can't avoid it.
This is how you avoid it. You go, for the first 3 years, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So that was what we were trying to do.
No, for the last 14 years, I haven't gone anywhere. People were like, when's the last time you went on vacation? I don't vacation.
No.
I don't go on vacation. Like, we'll go down the shore and all, but like we don't get to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't been out to dinner with my wife in fucking years.
No. Oh,
holy
No,
shit.
we don't do anything.
No.
Jeez.
No, every stereotype of like being married, having a kid is 100% true. It's 100% true. That's why half my act is about not having sex with my wife. I
Right.
mean, it's like it's a cliche, but it's 100% true.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to. Oh God, no. Who wants
you're
to fuck after a Tuesday night doing
Right.
all this shit?
Yeah.
We're gonna screw.
Ew, you're my family.
Get out of here.
Oh, my God.
No, that's how the third got born. We weren't like she was sitting over there. Our routine was always I'm sitting there, she's sitting there. We're watching some kind of movie, and then it's like she usually falls asleep. I sometimes wake her up, and you know, then she'll come up at like 4 a.m. I'd be like, "What? I woke you up twice."
Just to be polite.
Fucking lied. I never woke her up. I spread out on that bed.
Yeah.
And but no, that's how it usually went. And then like the one night, I'm turning the TV off. I'm getting ready to go to bed, and she comes slinking her ass over. And I'm like, what are you doing?
You doing slinky?
Yeah, he's fucking slinking over here.
Slinking in.
You know. And I'm wearing jeans. I don't want to take jeans off.
I would imagine you sleep in jeans.
I never take these off.
Yeah,
Even
I
my
know.
family's like, I can't walk around in bare feet.
No.
Like I walk.
Oh, barefoot. I don't think you've ever seen your feet.
No, I will. I've slept in boots many times.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and then we had a baby, and I was like, this is your fault. I was going to bed.
Yeah, it's fucked
You know,
up.
but no. Here's the thing. Shame on you for thinking that you can.
Fool me once.
No. Shame on you for thinking you can get out of this shit.
I know.
Don't. You got to take them down. You got to have the screaming. You have to have the fits. You have to. Nobody can sleep.
Yeah.
You have to. You can't get out of that. That's like, time travel. You know, when they keep going back and they think that they can change time, but then it happens a different way. Like, I want to save my wife, but then she gets run over by something different.
It's
every time.
inevitable.
You are setting yourself up. You got to lean into it.
I know.
Like
you're
new
right.
parents that think like, well, I'll take the kid down, and then we'll make sure that the bed's nice, and then you come with the baby, and I'll set that up, but we'll make sure that your mom's there so that we can make. Fuck you.
I know.
No, you need the screaming. You need everything. You need the car, which is the slop and the vomit, and they got to shit, and then they're shitting, and now
Yeah.
you're just throwing underwear out a car window because you're like, well, we're not saving this underwear.
Yeah.
Just
But is there no other way?
No,
Yeah.
no, you're avoiding the inevitable.
Yeah.
And you're also setting yourself up for not being able to deal with that. You got to be able to go to your happy place when the fucking world is melting down. Because it will. Like, I've had absolute meltdowns where, like, someone's, like, stabbing somebody with a pen in the back seat, and you just got to, like, it's like, what's that, transcendental meditation. You
Yeah,
got
it's
to go
TM.
into a spot where it's, like, nothing bothers you. Like, you'll just get punched in the side of the head. Nothing bothers you.
At what point in fatherhood do you think you got to this point where you go, I can keep a lid on it despite everything going on in my environment? You know what I mean? Like,
Probably by the second one.
and it's just like pure chaos, and you
Yeah.
go, I don't. This
You're at a
doesn't bother
restaurant
me.
and your kids are flipping out and you just keep eating your food and you're
Yeah.
like, fuck all these people.
Yeah.
And most other parents there will be like, yeah, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But like, you're just like, screw it. You stop. It's almost like the people with the yapping dog that never stops barking, but they're always going, come on, Benji, be quiet. Shush, boy. And you're
Yeah.
sitting there going, that dog ain't ever going to stop fucking barking.
Yeah.
You got to get to that point where you just stop telling that dog to bark and you're just like, fuck it. That dog barks all the time.
Yeah.
Like, these kids are going to shit their pants and they're going to be disgusting because you're in the disgusting point. Like, all they do is leak.
Yeah.
just
Leak out of every
they're
hole.
leaking everywhere.
everywhere, dude.
There's shit. You'll just have
Yeah.
shit on your hand. And you're like, is that shit? That's shit on my
Had
hand.
shit on my hand this past weekend
Yep.
down the shore. I went to change my son's diaper. I, go to take a peek. Immediately, there's shit all over my thumb.
Yeah, shit on your thumb.
He shit all the way up his back,
Fuck,
that's a
dude.
good one.
halfway up his back.
The good one is halfway up the back, but you're changing them on like a seat like this. And you do the old leg lift up and you pull it off. And now you got shit all over the couch.
You got shit all over the couch, and then he does a fucking crocodile roll. out of
right
it.
to the shit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. See, you can tell there's never been a kid shit on this couch.
No.
You see my couch. If
Yeah.
you soaked my couch in a pool right now, the pool would be black. Like if you put my couch into a pool like a tea bag,
Yeah.
it would just be black. And you see like the fucking Disney souls going up out of it. Like it's horrible. we got a mouse in the house. It's just like a fat mouse now. We can't catch it.
He's part of the family.
Part
now.
of the family now. That thing eats good, eats better than me. do you eat shit off the couch yet? Do you eat like I call them couch snacks? Do you like if you found a Cheez-It wedged in this little crevice, you go, I either walk this to the trash can, I'm just going to bang that out.
I'll bang it out.
Yeah.
I will bang it out.
It's a couch snack.
Yeah.
Dads are fucking wild. I would have never thought any of this stuff. I mean, if you could tell, you could clearly tell by the feng shui in here. I don't have kids, but I do feel bad for at restaurants and stuff. I used to think that I would be pissed. Like, what the fuck are you doing here with your kid? But now I know so many people with kids.
Oh no,
I
still do that.
I'm just like, I get it.
I'll still be a hypocrite.
No,
don't get me wrong.
I'm like, look at their kids.
Yeah.
Look how obnoxious they are.
If someone's baby's screaming on an airplane, I'll still
Like,
go
you son of a
fucking.
bitch.
I saw a couple out when we were at a restaurant, and they didn't know what to do because their kid was freaking the fuck out. Clearly had to have been first time and new parents, and they were like, well, what does the book say on that? They literally had like a pocket of like what to do, and they're like, what should we do at a restaurant?
That kid's going to be a
like,
drug
what the
addict one
fuck?
day.
Yeah.
That they're setting that kid up for failure. But no.
At what point did you give up on trying
My
to?
dreams?
Well, that we knew was long gone.
Right when I was here at 7:30 on Route 30,
You're like, this is where it all comes to a
It is
screeching
over.
halt. Yeah.
it's over.
It's fucking over.
Might as well just go into that vape and smoke shop while we're here.
Yeah.
What point did I give up on what?
On turning on the TV to just be like, trying to avoid them, like turning on the TV to soothe them if chaos is like, did that last even a year before you were like, fuck it, turn on the TV?
Oh, what? Like having no TV?
Yeah, like
No,
trying
we
to
were never.
handle their emotions before you go, just put on a fucking show.
Yeah.
You know?
I was pretty quick with that. I was raised on television. My kids aren't big TV people though.
Wow.
It's the tablets and everything.
Yeah, that's where all the screen time comes in. Do you-
They won't watch a movie.
Yeah.
They will not watch a movie. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, I was like, even like my middle daughter who's 11 and but acts like she's like 16. Like I try and get her to watch certain movies that I'm like, these are cool movies, and you'll like even like the Goonies and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they have they cannot sit there for an hour and a half and watch a movie. There's no fucking way.
Well, even our wives now are kind of out on movies. Like they've even gotten enough screen time that
When have you sat down and watched a fucking hour and a half movie?
I was doing it today. I was watching
Did
Donnie.
you watch the whole thing?
Well, I got shit to do, so I didn't. But I'm going to go back and finish it.
Yeah.
But I was watching Donnie Brasco today, dude.
Oh, because of Michael Madsen? R.I.P.?
Yes. Well, I saw the real Donnie Brasco was on Rogan, and I didn't know anything about the
He's
story.
probably a douchebag.
He seemed fine. The story is wild, though.
Yeah.
I don't know who you guys are talking about.
Donnie Brasco? You never saw the movie Donnie Brasco
No.
with Johnny Depp?
I had
No.
never seen it either.
Undercover FBI?
Yeah, he was an undercover
For
FBI
the mob?
agent who infiltrated the mafia, but was with them for years and was just about to be. I think he kind of was the furthest to get into the mafia. Almost became a made guy, like got that far in. But it's really fucking interesting story.
If Dan was an undercover FBI agent for the mob, how quick before he was murdered?
Well, he would show up in like a Hawaiian shirt and New Balances
Would it be immediate?
with a Guinness,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I'm
He'd be like,
Italian."
forget about it. Hey,
It would be
hey,
negative.
it's a
yeah.
Fugazi.
Any of you guineas got a light? They'd be like, "Whack him!"
Come right in.
The movie would start, and then immediately go to like the scene at the cemetery where they pan out from like the picture of him, and he's getting
Yeah.
lowered in, and then the next FBI
Yeah.
agent would be.
Officer Callahan made it 30 minutes as an undercover agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget about it, guys.
You can already see it like that scene in Goodfellas where he walks right in and the music starts playing. The guys walk in right behind him. He just looks around and they shoot. Who's Joe Pesci's character? Like that. That's exactly how it would happen.
It would be funny
Yeah.
if one of these mafia guys now in today's age, they took like a 23andMe and they're like not Italian. They're like, fuck, dude.
Well, they couldn't be made. That's a thing.
I know, but so it's like, but
You
back
could be
then,
in the mob, but you can't be a made man.
can't be a made man.
That's why in Goodfellas, Tommy, De Niro's character, could never be a made man because
Right.
he was half Irish.
He's
or
got
something.
Irish blood. But how did they check back then? Because I feel like back then when we were all growing up, like my parents would be like, "Oh, you're this much Irish, this much Italian." They were just making shit up.
Yeah.
Nobody
My dad
was
told us
checking.
he was German all the way up until the day he died. And like he was like Mr. German, like everything. And And then he did 23 and me, and it turned out he was like 75% Irish.
Yeah.
And he was like 5% German, which is our last name. Bickel is German.
Yeah.
But the one slipped in, and he just said it wasn't real.
Right.
Dang, dude.
He went right Republican. He was like, science doesn't exist.
Yeah.
He was like, and that's fake news.
Damn, dude, I would be so fucked if I took one of those and figured out it wasn't Irish. I'm way too far down. I got the Shamrock
You just go with it.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Patrick's the middle name. I'm like, if it comes back, then I'm
My
80%
dad had
Polish.
what's the name, German flags and stuff like that.
Yeah, he had a
Thank-
full swastika.
yeah. He had
Well,
it
he
all.
did have an SS helmet, but that was more of
Nice.
a it was like a collectible.
Yeah, just something he would pray to at night.
Yeah.
Just had it hanging above the mantle there. Yeah, can't go back. Can't go back at that point. How was the guy? Did you go out to the bar and like what were you at night after Jack went to sleep? What was that?
What did we do?
Blow some steam off somewhere?
No, so it was me, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my brother. And we went out, we mini golfed, we got ice cream. We went,
yeah.
and we
So
went
bad,
to
right?
bed, dude.
Sucks.
It was fantastic.
It's like arcade, boardwalk, ice cream, mini golf, ice cream again, and then then it's like you're going to bed, and my kids are. I have to lay down with my oldest daughter. Like she will not just go into a room and go to sleep. That's never gonna fucking happen. So that means I'm going to bed.
Right.
So it's like that's it. It sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks. It's gonna suck for the next 18 to 20 years of your life.
Yeah.
I recommend if you're gonna have another kid, do it right away.
We definitely don't want to.
Do it
Talk
now.
into
I mean, I
it.
might-
Do it
I
now.
might
Yeah,
have
no,
to-
if you don't want to get a vasectomy.
I know, I'm going to have to snip my penis.
I did it.
You did?
I did it while she was pregnant, which is like getting car insurance after you crash into the wall. You know what I mean? Like you crash into the wall and you fucking like, I think I might need insurance. No, I was supposed to get it. And I kept putting it off.
You idiot.
And then she was so pissed when she was pregnant. 'Cause she's like fucking.
She's like, I thought you said
she's
you
like
got
52 and pregnant, and she's just like, my wife's not
that.
52.
Yeah, I know
she's
she's
gonna
not
fucking
50.
kill me. But she was so pissed that I was like, oh, go get it now. And she's like, what the fuck?
You're like, it
is that
doesn't
gonna
fucking
do?
help me at all.
But
Wow.
yeah, I went and got it, and that was fine.
How was that? How was that procedure?
They put me to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, you got to go to Temple, man.
You in and out?
I guess because I just fucking woke up and they were
Yeah.
like, "You're good to go, rock and roll."
And so what do? They snip like a vein in your penis? or
Yeah,
something?
under. I thought it. I'm an idiot. I thought it was at your taint.
Yeah.
I thought they cut your taint open and pulled out some tubes and cut it. So I was afraid to wipe my ass for like 3 days. I mean,
So,
I did it.
so you left it in there?
No. I was trying to shit. So
This guy's the dirtiest
I was trying
ass
to,
of all
No, I
time.
was trying to. No, after. Like
Yeah.
during the recovery, I thought there was like a wound there. I was like, I don't want to rub shit into it.
Right.
So I was trying to shit in a way that it would kind of come more towards my back, like on the toilet like that.
You were, like,
it would-
standing over
So
it?
it would like fall. No, you sit down, but then you do like this.
Okay.
Turns out that's not where they cut anyway.
Right.
So it was meaningless. They cut right on either side of your balls. Right under. If you go like right underneath your dick, where like your balls start, right on either side.
So looks aesthetically, it looks pretty much about.
Oh no, it's mangled.
Really?
No, it's a.
So he's not the same guy?
It's a horror show. Do you want to say?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's go.
You know what testicles are supposed
Clip
to look
it.
like, right?
Yeah.
Wait do you see this?
Oh my god.
It must be like 2 little tiny cuts. So I didn't even know they were there.
Yeah.
You know,
That sounds great. Though.
until I looked down and I saw a stitch,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that's where they cut.
Whoa.
Damn.
And,
do you have to go back to get them out, or is it dissolvable?
Yeah, by the
stitches?
little 21-year-old Asian doctor. Yes.
Hell
Who-
yeah. You're just
who-
trying not to
really?
get hard.
Who went? Yeah, no. I wish I could have gotten hard. Every time I ever have.
Now could you
doctors-
slip him $20 and go, hey man, give me some big balls?
No, but every time I've ever had doctors, like I once had a class come in and look at my nuts one time. That's a whole nother
What?
thing.
Yeah.
I went.
Yep.
I went and I had something and I wanted to get looked at, and it was at like a teaching hospital.
Oh, I thought you meant like you went to like a hipster art show
No,
and you like,
no.
modeled
I went
your
to the
balls.
doctors for some fucking thing, and I go, you know, I got this thing here, and they're like, oh, do you mind if
Med
the student
students in a
comes
residency,
And
yeah.
my dumbass is like, no, I guess I don't mind. Now I'm balls ass naked.
Yeah.
Here comes in, I swear to God, like 8 of the youngest, hottest doctors I've ever seen in my life, and they are just they're like, she's literally lifting my penis up. They're like, yeah, if you look
it's
in there,
probably so soft.
so soft.
Yeah.
So soft. Like you know where it really starts going into, like where the head is starting.
Yeah.
It was so soft.
Yeah, turtle's
And
going back
I'm
in the
sitting there
shell.
saying to them, I'm like, I swear it's not, I'm a grower, not a shower. And I wish I could get hard.
Yeah.
I should have put like a cock ring on or something, because no, I wouldn't have, if I had a hard on, it would be less embarrassing than being as soft as I fucking
Totally.
was.
I know I would have been soft too. You think that in those moments you go, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to get a boner. That never happens.
Never.
Dude.
Never got a fear boner in my life.
Yeah, you are soft serve ice cream,
Yep.
dude.
Yep. And I had the doctor when I found
My
out.
penis would look like it hung himself.
Well, I had a doctor for a while.
Well,
He
Jeff
just
Epstein.
retired. He's about 6'7". The guy's got fucking catcher's mitts his hands. Catcher's mitts. He's the first doctor that ever did the cough thing to me. I thought that was a movie thing. You know how they go, cough. I thought that was completely fake. I've never had it done in my life. This son of a bitch comes over. He takes this fucking mitt. He grabs everything in one hand. And then it's just sitting there right there.
Yeah.
Because his hand's so goddamn big.
Yeah.
And he's
Now
like,
you're
cough,
hard.
and he's looking right at me. And I'm like, I'm looking down. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Then he leaves, and then I realize he didn't have gloves on. He grabbed everything with a bare hand.
Damn.
No gloves, no anything.
Wasn't sterile, nothing.
Nothing. But if I was a
That
gay
he
guy,
sniffed it, he went,
if I was a gay guy, I would never.
oh, that's a dirty taint.
Gotta patch that up.
He did the cough thing. I said, what is that showing? I don't know what the
Damn.
fuck.
Right.
I don't even think they really do that anymore. My last physical, I went in there and they didn't do that, and I actually asked. I was like, I want to get my money's worth here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here for a physical. Do you have to do any of that? Do I have to get down? She was like, no, we don't do that. I think maybe it was just me, but
I've never had a doctor in 40 years ever say cough from a child.
When I was a kid, they used to do that all the time.
I
And
think-
what is that for? Checking for
think
testicular
hernia.
cancer or hernia?
No, I think it's for a hernia. I don't know what
I didn't have any of that after I basically got out of high school. Was the last time?
Right.
Yeah. Once you become an adult, they're just
Can't
like, fuck
you
it.
just eyeball it without having it, like, and be like, yeah, that's a hernia. Like,
Nah,
do
they
you
wanna
have
get
to?
in there. This guy got in there.
Got in
He
there.
took
Yeah.
everything. And then he took his thumb and he kind of went right on the top a little bit.
Yeah.
And he said, look at that little guy.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm going back next Tuesday.
No, I was like, oh my God, that looks like a little kid's penis. Like in that.
He's like, sir, if you could be quiet.
That's why I think women are small and everything like that. Like they're smaller than us because they grab your junk. You're like, look how big my dick looks. This fucking guy, he had it all, and it didn't even come to that webbing, in your finger.
Yeah.
It was like right there, quarter hand.
That's another reason why I couldn't be gay. That I never thought about that,
Yeah.
but that would be too
Not
intimidating.
gay with a big-handed guy.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't,
You don't want
want
your dick looking smaller.
You don't want big balls on that.
You don't want anybody with a bigger hand than you. So if I was gay, the first thing I'm doing is like to put your hand up. If
Yeah,
it's a little
legal
bit
arm
small-
wrestle me right now,
right
bitch.
now.
Come on, Doc.
That's what I was really doing. Nah, that's son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the vasectomy. So yeah, I got that done, and so now if she gets pregnant again, this is the last kid I'm looking out for. This guy,
Yeah.
that son of a bitch.
If she gets pregnant again, it's sort of a Virgin Mary situation.
Yeah.
yeah,
How
that
the
was
fuck did this happen?
an angel.
Yeah, well, that gives me a little bit of encouragement because it seems like such an intimidating procedure. But the more that old
The
guys
old
like
way,
you,
the old way, which I know some guys who got it the old way.
what's the old way?
You're just sitting there.
I know a guy
Yeah.
No, I know
a
guys
guy.
who got it the old way, and it's you sit there.
live.
They give you a
Yep.
shot of
They
whiskey.
give-
That's about
no,
it.
they give you a shot needle right into your balls.
Oh,
You're sitting there. You're in stirrups,
Yeah.
and they pull the tubes out.
oh my!
And my one buddy's like,
You're
you
kidding
can feel,
me.
You can feel him pulling the tubes out.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh boy!
He goes, you can't feel it, but you feel the tugging.
Oh,
And then they cut them, and then they cauterize them. So he's like, you can smell your balls. the
They're down
vein.
there welding.
He
It's so
said
fuck-
you see the smoke going up in little puffs, and that's how it was barbaric.
oh my!
And that's
God.
why I didn't want to do it. So I went to Temple, and the guy there was like, "No, we'll put you to sleep."
Yeah,
So I went to sleep, woke up. They're like, and it wasn't even that bad afterwards.
Huh?
yeah.
Like
It's
people
definitely-
talk about, I think that's a load of shit. Where they're like, "You're sitting on the couch with peas on." I had no issues.
Really?
I almost was like, "Did they fucking do it?"
Yeah, right back to work.
Oh yeah, I was right back to work.
Mm-hmm.
But usually people take like a day or two, and they're like, "Oh, you're on the couch." I think that was just an old way for guys to fucking watch football or something.
Yeah,
Because they say the most. What is it? There's a time of year where it's like either the March Madness
Yeah.
They say it's the biggest time of year for guys to get vasectomies.
Wow.
Because then they're off
Makes
of work and they
sense.
can watch fucking basketball and
All day long.
lie about
yeah.
the pain that they're in. I really was in no pain, but the guy that I knew that told me about the pulling and the tugging, he said his balls swelled up like fucking.
Oh, I bet, dude.
No, mine were fine.
If you if you got guys in there playing
They
around,
did the same thing to me. They just put me to sleep.
Yeah. Well, as far as you know, you
Maybe
don't know
he
what
had a
they were.
fucking wicked infection.
Yeah, maybe they didn't even do you, man. They go,
Fuck
when this
that.
guy wakes up, tell him we did it.
Yeah. And when he comes back and his wife's pregnant with twins.
Yeah.
God,
'Cause they do
must-
run in my family.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why when she got pregnant the third time, I was like, oh fuck God.
Can you imagine if your third was
What are you
two?
gonna do? What are you gonna do? My brother has twins.
Really?
My dad's got a bunch of twins in his aunts are twins. He's got twin cousins, everything. So,
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
I got a
no
bunch of
twins in my family.
I got a bunch of them.
Do you?
Yeah. Fucking
and which
terrifying.
means you're prone. What about you? When are you gonna start knocking out some kids?
I don't know. I've been shooting my shot, but haven't really, nothing's fucking come of it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'll just ride the fucking wave, see how far we
That's
get.
what I did.
Well, what do you guys think about all these dudes with their swimmers bent out of shape? Like, what do you think that's coming from? It seems like
Is that a thing?
It seems like that's becoming more and more common, where dudes are thinking like, "Oh, you better not get this chick pregnant," and then they're older and they're actively trying to get their wife pregnant,
Nothing's happening, right?
and
Yeah.
their swimmies are apparently fucking punched in the face.
I blame White Claws.
You think?
Yeah,
That's got to be what it
100%.
is.
It's got to be White Claws.
All those White Claws I've been drinking, that's got to be
It
what
could
it
have been,
is.
it could have been
Yeah.
Four Locos.
Four Locos, dude. If I was just
This guy wouldn't have any kids if it was really White Claws. He's got White Claw written all over him.
yeah, White Claw running through those veins.
Four
yeah.
Locos, yeah.
Four Locos,
Yeah.
dude. I was shotgunning Four Locos in college. That's probably what did
When
it.
they were the real
The
Four
real
Locos?
ones, the real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was we had a guy at work. I worked for the city and new hire, and he comes in and Four Locos were like on the news because it was like they were like, oh, it's basically like
Killing
crack in a
people.
can.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're talking about, and this guy's like, what's it called? We're like, Four Locos. You never fucking heard of Four Locos? And he's like, that day, drives the fucking city car into.
He was so excited that he drove to. He's
Drives
like, I gotta
a city
try one
car
of these things.
into cement fucking bench in Kensington. Runs out of the car, leaves the car there, ditches it, everything. Comes back to work the next day, walks in like nobody noticed. Turns out,
Four Locos, more like
turns out,
five.
guy
Locos.
was like a fucking raging alcoholic, young guy too, and he went right from that conversation, went out, bought like 5 or 6 fucking Four Locos,
Straight to their
hammered
face.
them,
Yeah.
hammered them, crashed into the bench, and they caught him right away because all the city equipment was in the truck.
Yeah.
And they were like, and he's sitting in the office like. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then all you see is like 3 people come in. They're like, "You're gonna need to
Come with us.
Come with us real
Give the
quick."
old- yeah.
Last time we ever saw him.
Damn.
I never had one of those Four Locos though.
Yeah, we did. They came out when I was in high school, and that was also at the age when you're just trying to get your hands on anything. It's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get you so fucked up. That's so funny to think that you guys are just sitting around chatting about it. They're like,
Oh, and
you heard
tweet
about
this-
this Four Loco thing? And this guy's sitting there like,
Yeah, he was like,
I know
"What-"
exactly where I'm fucking driving afterwards.
And he did. He went right from the office right to because we worked out on the street,
That's
so he went
so
right there, got
funny.
fucking hammered. See, we had something called St. Ides Special Brew when I was probably
That
a
sounds
teenager.
homemade.
No, so St. Ides, is a malt liquor 40.
Okay.
And then they came out with, I think when like Smirnoff Ices and all came out, they came out with the malt liquor version of it, and it was just a big thin bottle. It was probably a liter, and it was like red, blue, purple, everything.
Yeah.
Somebody came around with a case of those, and everybody's. It's like drinking like juice, and everybody's
Yeah.
hammering them. We're like fucking 14 years old,
Yeah.
15 years old, hammering these things back. Next thing you know, later on that night, everybody's just vomiting in rainbow.
Yeah.
Just like, "Ugh," girls are fucking shitting themselves. I shit you not. People were like passing out, shitting themselves.
I remember a girl shit herself like one of those early days when you first start drinking because we were playing
Oh, yeah.
beer pong with Jaeger because that's all we had.
Good old liquor pong. I love it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love a liquor
shit
pong.
her pants.
I couldn't do that now.
I couldn't do any of the stuff I did back then. You couldn't pay me to do that.
Well, the
now.
one kid got alcohol poisoning, and they had to fucking charcoal him
Yeah.
because he fucking wouldn't wake up.
Yeah.
And so somebody goes down and calls an ambulance. So I'm like, fucking get up, you pussy.
Yeah.
And he's fucking out. And I don't even think he drank since then. So
Yeah.
I had a close one there when Four Locos were out too. It was right when like we were almost 21. We were like 19, 20, whatever you can get your hands on. So somebody comes over to a party. They got IPAs, Four Locos, Ciroc was a big thing
my
at that
God.
point.
That combination.
We're just drinking everything.
sounds putrid.
And then we start playing liquor pong with Hennessy. And it's like once you hit a cup and you got to, somebody hits a cup on this side, you drink some of the Hennessy. Once you start tasting or feeling like some of that saliva coming in your mouth, they're like, oh, this isn't fucking
You
good.
guys were drinking fucking booze in high school like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, now we drank.
It was all. That's all we looked to do was like, where can you get alcohol and just go.
Who has a house? Who has a house?
has a
you can
house
drink
or
in?
No,
you
and that's
drink it
all
in
we
the
did too.
woods.
We drank out on the street though. In Philly, everybody had like a
Well,
corner. and you
we
drank
would
out
do
on
it in the
corner.
woods. It was big in the
and
woods.
we had a cemetery, so Mount Moriah Cemetery, one of the biggest ones in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We used to hang out in there, have keggers, everything. But I mean, I never played beer pong with liquor.
Yeah, well, we had one kid whose parents didn't really care about him, who had an open
Yeah.
house every
Love those
weekend.
parents. You could be that parent for your kids.
I could.
You could be the cool parent.
Yeah.
No, isn't that funny when as you get older and you think back, you go, what fucking losers were the cool parent that like. Can you imagine feeling
We knew they were losers. Though,
okay
too.
with that? No, I remember thinking, I was like, man, they're so they get it, dude.
No, I remember even because everybody's parents were pretty normal. I shouldn't say that. We had some wacko parents of friends of mine, but my core group, guys who I'm still friends with today, all of our parents were relatively normal. So yeah, when somebody was like, "Yo, Bakker's mom, let's just smoke pot in the basement," and all, I'm like, "Yeah, that's fucking
That's
loserish."
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, will you, as your kids get older, like I feel like there's got to be something you should do to teach them. Like, look, like I know you're gonna wind up drinking with your friends. Don't do all the shit that we just talked about. Here's how you fucking drink.
Teach
like,
them, yeah.
Like, what would you do with your kids to like take any sort of step to be like, look, if you're gonna drink, that's fine.
Well,
but
when
like,
did your parents let you drink? Like,
they knew I was drinking in high school,
Yeah,
and
but
it was kind of a don't ask, don't
yes,
tell
and
policy.
that's the same thing, and that's what I prefer.
But like we went through so many huge mistakes where it's like it could have been
Oh, yeah.
disastrous.
A lot of it's drinking and driving.
So that's what I mean. It's
That's
like,
the one thing I would not want my kids to do that we did a ton of. Like, we fucking were
that-
drinking and driving all the time.
and just like teaching them how to drink so they're not drinking to get so like, look, if you're gonna drink, you don't have to be the most fucked up person at the party. You can drink and keep a lid on it.
I mean, you can't predict that. You don't know what kind of kid you're going to have,
Yeah.
what kind of personality they're going to have. That's a tough one.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how
I
can you even
hope I
roll that
have the
out?
kids that drink, get sick the first time, and never want to drink again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's almost a blessing when that happens early on, because then you wind up not drinking for like a year or something, and you feel like you learned your lesson a little
yeah,
bit.
and that's what happened
Until it
the
eventually
first time
happens again.
I got drunk. I think I was like 12. We started young,
Yeah.
Southwest Philadelphia, and I think I was 12. And I came home, and I think I threw up all over the bed. And my parents were really cool. And I had a much older brother who was a fucking
That
animal.
always eases the
Yeah,
blow.
was an animal. And my sister, was older too. And my dad the next day, he's like cleaning the sheets. He's like, "Did you have fun last night?" I was like, "Ugh." He's like, "How'd that feel?" I was like, "Ugh." He's like, "You gonna do it again?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Okay." I never got punished.
Yeah.
My
That's
parents
how it
weren't
was.
punishers.
Yeah.
They just didn't punish. I was very close with my parents, but and still am with my mom. But yeah, I don't know. I do think about that though, because I mean, I have we have like the pool at our house. People are over there all the time. It's a drinking environment now. Thank God nobody gets like shit faced anymore. That's
Right.
not what it's about. But we are always drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, which is like how we went to a party with my parents. They were drinking. Now my parents never. My dad especially. My dad wasn't a big beer drinker.
Yeah.
He would drink at parties, but he was like, he probably had 3 or 4 maybe, and that
Same.
was it.
Because
Yeah.
as you get older, you learn how to fucking drink. You're like,
Yeah.
this is like, how do you teach them to be like, look, like if you're gonna drink, try to enjoy it. But I guess it's just part of being young.
Weren't there dads back then that would be like, if their kids they think that they were going to start smoking or smoke, they like parents to sit down and be like, "Here, why don't you have a cigarette right in front of me and say, yeah, you'll like it," type of thing.
There would be
The
some
kids be like,
parents
"What
that
the
would
fuck?"
be like, yeah, fucking smoke a pack. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I smoked. My dad smoked. I smoked in front of my parents at probably like 16, 17. That was still relatively normal back then.
That was weird. With my parents. They were kind of fine with drinking, but smoking, they would be furious if cigarettes specifically.
Did they smoke?
No.
Yeah. Same with my parents. They
See,
didn't
I
smoke either.
quit
It'd be
and
the
I would
same.
be furious because I know what kind of hell like you're kind of putting yourself through.
Yeah.
With that's an absolutely horrible habit, but like that would really piss me off because it's like developing an addiction that you have to then deal with. Like it's
That's
just a
true.
nightmare. Like, and it's just it sucks. Drinking. We were allowed to drink usually like 18, like at a party.
Yeah.
We were allowed to drink.
Yeah, same. Where it was socially
We're
acceptable.
allowed to get hammered.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at family parties, like at 18, you could start grabbing a beer.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
could have
it's
a beer.
whatever.
You're not going to sit there and fucking start slamming them. But we did.
Yeah.
But like you said, see, their kids are different today. They don't try and hide shit. It's so weird.
And it
Wide
seems
out
like
in the
drinking
open, yeah.
culture is kind of going away.
Now they're all just taking edibles and Zins and
Yeah,
everything.
now they're all
else.
doing
Like,
drugs.
Yeah.
They're all on fucking drugs. They're all on fucking Adderall and
Yeah.
mushrooms and fucking pot. Like, so what's the upside? They're just fucking high all day.
Yeah, or they're on like antidepressants and
Yeah,
shit.
they're
Mix
all
all that
they're all nothing goes away. It just changes to something else.
Yeah.
It'll be something else and something else.
They'll find a
like,
different thing.
like everybody's fucking high all the time now.
Yeah, especially over here when you're coming down the pike and everything. You see nothing but dispensaries everywhere.
Everybody's
you
high
get
all the
Delta
time.
8
Even
at gas
older
stations.
people.
Oh yeah, older people love it.
And
now.
I'm talking older, like 80s. They're just
Yeah.
fucking high all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, they fucking love it.
And that was never my thing. I can't fuck around with that because I think I'm allergic to like THC.
Oh, fuck.
So I
I
get
don't know.
sick.
Oh, okay.
And I tried everything, and the last time I was like, why do I keep doing this to myself? I don't like it. It's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
So that was never my thing. But I'm friends with people who are fucking high all the time.
Yeah.
Like especially when they came out with like the
Depends.
pens.
Yeah.
They're just fucking high all day.
Yeah, especially that has now taken a grip on like the older community of being like, oh, it's a pen, it's easy.
Yeah.
But then they start ripping
Dude,
it
but they
all
were
the time.
like, if you look at like my mom's generation, my mom was like 1968 was like 20 years old. Dude, they got it in. They partied more than we'll ever party.
Totally.
So now my mom's 77. My dad would have been like 83. That it's not like back in the day of like, oh, there's an 80-year-old smoking pot. Dude, they fucking invented pot. Like,
Yeah.
They've
But their
been
pot was
smoking pot.
different.
Like, but yeah, it's way different. It's way different.
All we're
But-
missing now is acid. Everything else has made a bit of a comeback. Mushrooms,
Yeah.
weed, all that. I mean, weed never
There's
went away,
somebody
but
doing acid.
Yeah.
There's somebody
Yeah.
still fighting. That was big. That was big in my neighborhood, man. There were a couple dudes that were fucking on acid all the time. Like, and I'm talking about doing like 14 tabs of acid.
that always
That's fucking
scared the
nuts.
shit out of me. I would always
I
hear
never did
stories
it.
of like somebody did acid, they never came back, and I was like, why would
Dippers.
you
Did you ever hear of Dippers? Where we had a guy whose dad was a funeral director, and he would steal bottles of formaldehyde. It supposedly comes in bottles that look like fucking Coke bottles. I don't know, but they would take that and they would dip cigarettes in them.
Oh, yeah.
Formaldehyde,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let it dry in the sun,
Oh, my
and then
God.
smoke that and fucking just melt their brain.
Yeah.
isn't
And
that
I'm like,
PCP when you dip that
I
in
think it's-
formaldehyde?
They did all that shit.
Yeah, dude.
There was a certain group of guys in my neighborhood that went fucking, crazy with that shit. I never fucked. I was a drinker. I was always a fucking drinker.
Yeah.
That was my identity.
Yeah.
It was like, we're getting the beer, we're fucking drinking.
Yeah,
And
same.
But
Yeah.
once everybody started getting in, like the pot made me sick. So I was around it all the time, but it's like, it just wasn't my thing. And like the acid, all that shit, I was like, I saw those guys and I was like, see, that's what you hope. You hope you have a kid that sees those people and doesn't go, well, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Because I would always say, and be like, that looks fucking miserable.
Yeah, same here.
Like, I mean, we had one guy that was fucking like zoned out for, I think, a week, just fucking fried. And they're
Yeah.
all dead now.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
dead.
Fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
Because eventually that leads. They're the ones that like went to like fucking coke, then heroin, and all
Yeah.
that.
Especially
shit.
when
Yeah.
it starts so early on. Like
But that's
it's
funny.
just a bad
Coke.
sign.
I never knew coke. Coke was not big in my neighborhood except for older dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're talking about like people that were at least 10, 15 years older than me that
Yeah.
grew up in the 80s. I mean, I was a kid in the 80s, but I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So when I grew up, I never saw coke. I went to college. Nobody was doing coke. That wasn't a thing. It was always like pot and booze, pot and booze. I didn't start seeing coke until I started doing comedy. I was like, oh, Coke's a fucking
Huge
thing.
comedy.
Yeah, I was like,
It
Coke's a
is.
thing.
Yeah,
I was like, I swear to God, I've been around people who've done everything, but like nobody. I mean, I guess I know a few people that did it, but they were like, that was like random. But like for it to be like a thing, I was like, oh, this fucking Coke is a thing. I was like, where are you even getting fucking
dude.
Coke at?
Yeah.
I would do it randomly. I did coke before I ever smoked weed.
That's
But it
so
would-
crazy.
That's fucking nuts. I never liked weed. Like even when I would smoke and other friends would smoke, I would get really quiet and then just zone the fuck out, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But like you know where we would get coke?
Oh, I
from?
probably love
It's like-
Coke.
like, dude, you be around rich kids. They always had the
Yeah,
access.
yeah.
They would go right down to
Well, there you
Camden and
go.
get
That's
it.
probably one of the main reasons.
Yeah.
I definitely was not around rich kids.
I was around a few kids that were rich, and they would be like, "Oh yeah, we go." And then it's like we're driving into Camden in a BMW. I was like, "What the fuck are we doing right now?"
Yeah.
Now they just snort like Adderall and shit.
That's
Yeah.
basically what it comes down to. Because I would never go back to coke with everything now. Like you don't know what the fuck is.
Not
in
only
any of
that, I know myself. I would probably fucking love it, and I'd be dead by now.
Yeah, I'm 1 month
would take,
sober, dude.
You would take a couple
1
of
month sober from what?
Just from everything, from
Really?
alcohol. Yeah.
holy shit.
Is that like
You-
you're
purposely?
actively?
No, I just wanted to take a break and just wanted to see how long I could go. I'd like to go 2 months if I can. Just
That's
to,
why I get my Wawa bag full of
Wawa bag of ice, twisted
Twisted
teas.
Teas. That's
Hell
what's
yeah.
up.
and
Dude.
one Coors Light.
Nice,
a couple
dude.
Lucy's, dude.
Yeah, that's
Couple
from 4th of
Lucy's.
July.
What's up?
Fucking
No,
right.
I am dying to have a beer though. Like, it's
I'm
it's
thinking about stopping.
now that I've gotten to the 1 month point. If I'm around, like,
You need more ice on that? Or are you good?
I still really like would love a drink, but it's easy for me to go like,
That sounds
okay,
so good.
just don't do it.
that sound is great in the headphones
But I
too.
still
Oh, I love that.
would love.
I'm not doing this on purpose.
No, I know. But yeah, no, I just wanted to see
Why,
if
were
I
you
could
drinking
do,
too much?
well, I'm just trying to get in really good shape right now.
Uh-huh.
So I was just trying to work out and lose some weight. So I was like, I'm just gonna stop drinking.
Getting dad ripped. That's what you're trying to get.
I'm trying to get ripped, dude. I got some time off.
He's looking like me, man. Fucking years ago. I
Yeah.
can't. I'm fucking
Down 10
missing it.
pounds, baby.
No, I think about you know what, I'm teetering on like I think I'm done because I'm not even like a big beer person anymore. And I was
Yeah.
a huge beer person. Like just doing shows, I would get excited doing breweries and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It'd be like I'm going to drink all their fucking beers that
Yeah.
they have. And now I'm just like like that's why I'm drinking a fucking Twisted Tea. I don't even feel like I lost
know.
my taste for beer, and I'm kind of like maybe I should just fucking stop. Like,
Yeah, I like it, but there's always an opportunity to grab one, especially in comedy. Where
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
And next thing you know, it's like you're out Tuesday doing a show, and then you're like, I'll have a beer. And it would only be a beer or two, but I'm also diabetic. And next thing you know, I'm like 10 pounds heavier than I've ever been, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you like?
Yeah, 'cause
cut it the fuck out.
Same thing would happen with me. You go out to shows, especially at breweries, have some of those high percentage IPAs.
Oh, yeah.
Then you're going home. It's like, oh yeah, now I'll go to McDonald's. I'll go to Wawa. Same thing with
Yeah,
drinking. One
that's
thing
what it
leads to the
leads to.
next, and it's
Oh
like,
well, when I first started, so I already had a kid. I had one kid when I started doing comedy. I was like 35 years old. I was past the crazy point in life. I mean, I still like the booze and shit like that. You know, a little bit here and there. You know, but inappropriate times.
Sure.
And when I started doing comedy, I got a little fucking wacky because you fall into that.
Yeah, you're just
Scene.
out all the time.
And I was
too.
like, I'd be out at like a mic, just fucking. Next thing you know, I'm like walking out of there like fucking half shot in the ass, smoking cigarettes. I didn't smoke in years.
I know.
yeah,
And I'm smoking cigarettes. I'm drinking, and I'm getting home. My wife's like looking at me like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, "Fucking fine." Why?
Yeah.
You know, coming in with a kid at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, because I would still get home relatively. I wasn't staying out to 2 in the morning. I'm not that. Not that I haven't done that, but I didn't do that on the regular. But
Yeah,
still,
but
I
you're
would
still
go.
not sleeping good.
I would go down the street to Grape.
I was going to say, Grape Room is where it was
I
really
would
tough.
go-
On a summer, you go in there, freezing cold, ice cold, Coors
Yeah.
Lights, everything. You couldn't
Everybody
say no
was
to that.
drinking.
Dude, but
there.
also if I was hosting there,
Yeah,
and
had to,
I'd be
yeah.
there for like 4 hours,
Yeah.
and Derek fucking is hooking me up with vodka and
Yeah,
waters because I was
yeah.
drinking vodka waters with lemon in it. Dude, I'd be housing those.
Yeah.
I'd be shit-faced.
Yeah.
Shit-faced. I'd wake up the next day for work. I'm up at 5:30 in the morning for work, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
And you
I'm
don't
like,
even think about it, and you're like, I had probably 7 or 8 drinks last night, and I literally, it just went by like that.
Dude, and I'm like, I'm too old to be doing this
I
shit.
know.
But I'm also hanging out with 23-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know,
whole thing,
because
yeah.
that was my world at that time. Was I'm like 35 years old, hanging out with 21, 22, 23, 24-year-olds,
Yeah.
even like, 29-year-olds, there are people that weren't that much younger than me,
Yeah.
but just at a different point in life. 29 and 35 is two totally different worlds.
100%.
Oh, absolutely.
And
yeah.
and I'm going and hanging out with these people who are just fucking partying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had to catch myself for like a second and be like, you gotta fucking calm down. Like,
Yeah.
'cause
That's what I wanted to do. I was like, I just want to, and like, if I could stop something for a month, then I can really get a good hold on whatever habit that was. So I was like, let me just see if I can go a month. I just got to a month on July 10th, and then I'm like, I feel great,
Are you
dude.
struggling with it though?
No, I mean, it was a struggle for the first, and like, just simple stuff. Like me and my wife would crush
Wow, that was a
wine.
There you
fucking
go.
Nice Freudian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would crush wine during
Oh,
the
yeah.
during the week, and the next thing you know, we're just down in a bottle of wine, and I'm like, dude, I'm waking up, I'm fucking
Yeah, you feel
bloated.
like shit.
My blood sugar's through the fucking roof. I got to wake up with the baby, and I'm like, dude, this just isn't. I got to pump the brakes on
Yes.
this.
No, and I think everybody goes through that. My whole thing was always my whole life, and it's definitely wrong. I was like, look, as long as I don't wake up in the morning and crack a beer, I'm fine.
Yeah,
That's what I live by.
Totally.
Like I'd be like, if I don't wake up in the
setting
morning,
the bar so low though.
I was like,
As long as
because
I'm not a full blown raging alcoholic.
Well, no, I'm like, alcoholics fucking drink when they wake up. They're
That is
fucking,
true.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm fine all day.
Yeah.
But the second I see, I'm a very habitual person. That's where it gets me.
Same.
It's like if I have 2 or 3 drinks, like watching the Phillies before I go to bed, I think I need that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then next
Yeah.
time the
Order to
Phillies
go
are
to
on,
bed.
you're like, I need 2 or 3
Yeah.
beers.
And then you're sitting there
Totally.
going, what do I do with myself?
Totally.
That's where you start going, I
Yeah.
might have a slight problem because why am I thinking, what do I do? Why am I bored?
Yes.
Yeah, it just turns into that. Before you know it, then you're just cracking it. I do it, and I don't even realize I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
That's why I needed that
yeah.
month break, because it just broke me of those little things where I go, I don't need this right now, because I'd only be having 1 or 2 drinks, but
Yeah.
I don't fucking need
But
it.
but it like I say to people all the time, like if I had hot chocolate before bed, I would need fucking hot chocolate.
Yes.
Like I get into I'm very habitual,
Totally.
and it's probably
I was doing that with
personalities
food, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I stopped eating. I don't eat after dinner.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'll eat dinner. I don't eat another.
That's
thing
what I'm
after
doing
dinner.
now, and holy shit, has that been
Oh,
a
yeah,
game
that's
changer,
a big
because you
thing.
actually have a chance to digest your food.
Oh, you'll sit there. So I'll eat at like 5:30. I don't eat again until 9, 10 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Same.
Yeah.
And people are so I invent it.
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
I was doing the same thing, dude. I would stop at like 7 or 8. I wouldn't eat anything until like noon or 1 o'clock, like
Yeah.
lunch the next day, naturally. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this actually I did
and
feel
you
like difference.
dropped a lot of weight too, right?
Oh, yeah,
Dude, when I stopped, if I don't drink for a month or 2 months, I'm
boozing
down
will-
10 or 15
boozing
pounds.
will easily always pack on the pounds.
Mainly, not even just the booze, but then I start eating and everything. So once
Yeah.
I cut out the drinking
Well,
and I don't need to eat,
that's like
yeah.
I think everybody's like that. It's like once you go down that path, you're like, well, I might as well fucking do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Like when I started drinking out, when doing I was like, well, I might as well fucking smoke again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I always say to like new comics or anybody, like if you're quitting anything, don't start comedy.
Yeah.
Like horrible time
Totally.
to start comedy.
Yeah.
Because you are you're gonna be in a world where everybody's doing something.
yeah.
You know, whether it's fucking fooling around with people, drinking, drugging,
Yeah.
doing all that shit. It's like you're
Snorting, doping, shooting.
all of it, all the above.
So I did the same thing when I was trying to, just drop the alcohol, but I went the reverse of like, all right, well, why don't I try to just get in the best shape that I could possibly get in? So I'm like, let me fix my diet. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to start working out like crazy. And so I've really been tracking everything. And the one thing that happened, which was fucking nuts, is all I was drinking was electrolyte water, which I'm like,
it's
fuck.
actually not good for you
So I'm like,
to just drink that.
So I'm like-
I've been down that path.
so I'm like, oh, it's healthy. So, and I'm like, I'm loving it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm crushing so much
Salt
water. But then after like 3 weeks, my weight, it's just not moving the needle. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, I'm
You're retaining water.
I'm retaining so much water, but I had no fucking idea. Like 3 weeks go by, I'm busting my ass in the gym. I was like 179 pounds, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm in a caloric deficit. I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm like, let me just try to I don't know. I'm just
Not
gonna
drink
not
as much.
have the
Not drink as. Was it electrolyte water? Or
just
water?
electrolyte water. So I just
okay.
stopped using the electrolytes in it. And that night, I stopped that morning, and then I just pissed all day. I was pissing out all that sodium, and I dropped in one day 4 pounds.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
All
wild.
water weight.
No, I've done that too. Like just going at it. I mean, how old are you now?
32.
32. So 30, right before I met all you guys, like, because we all started around like the same time.
Yeah.
Right before I met all you guys, I was probably like 34, maybe 30, going on 35. And like I was hitting it. I was like, by like 35, I want to be able to bench press 300 pounds. I was like, that was my goal. And I got up to like 205 pounds, which, dude, I've been this big my entire life.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's a
I
lot.
got up to 205 pounds. I was like lifting heavy. I'm huge. My
Yeah.
wife has a picture of me when I was that big. And then right as I started comedy, right as I was right there, I got pneumonia. Like bad pneumonia. Almost killed me.
Jeez.
Lost 45 pounds.
45?
Yeah.
45
That'll do it.
pounds.
Yep.
Almost died.
Holy shit.
I was out of work for 6 weeks. Like I got bacterial pneumonia.
Oh
it
my
shut down my
God.
one lung. And the best is the one night I'm laying in bed.
Did you look sexy? 45 pounds down?
No, because that was my normal weight.
Yeah.
This was like I'm a little heavier, but no, it brought me back. No, I look sickly, dude. Especially since I was the heaviest I ever been. Like my clothes didn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
Like I was always a size 32. I was like, and I'm still trying to like fucking fit into that stuff. I was like, that doesn't work that way. But dude, I was laying in bed the one day, and my wife's like, "Come on, we're going to the hospital." And she had the girls, and she was going to a movie with them. I was like, No. I was like, I'm good. She takes them to the movies, comes back. I'm in the same exact fucking spot, just laying there. And I'm like, "Ugh." She's like, we're going to the hospital. And I was like, no. I was like, let me just sleep through the night. I was like, we'll go in the morning. She was like, no, get the fuck up. Took me like an hour to get out of the house. Go to the hospital. The guy's like, yeah. He's like, if you would have slept through the night, you would have just died.
Wow.
He's like, your left lung is shut down. You're on about 15% on your right lung. He's
Holy
like,
shit.
and they were nervous then.
Yeah.
And they said to her, unbeknownst to me, that they were like, because they were pumping me full of oxygen and everything. They
Yeah.
had IVs of antibiotics, everything in me. And they're like, it's 50-50. They're like,
Fuck.
people die of
Jesus
pneumonia
Christ.
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Bernie
like,
Mac.
And he waited, and which is not true. I didn't wait. I got misdiagnosed many times over the last 2 weeks. But yeah, dude, I did what you did. I was like, because I was like convinced. I was like, by 35, I want to bench 300. I'd never even benched 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And I was fucking zooming. I was like, when I really hit it, I was like, went from, normal benches of like 185, something
Yeah.
like that, to 200, to 205, and then I was up to 215. I mean, I wasn't doing sets of 10, but I was just trying to max out at it.
Yeah, still 215. I mean, that's my ex-girlfriend, dude.
Yeah. You're benching her right
That's
there.
some serious weight.
But no, and I was getting up there, and man, it's like the best laid plans. It's just like something like that, and that crush. And I've never been able to get back to that.
Yeah.
Like physically, I've done like the same things, and I just can't push through to that. Now I'm just at the point where
Yeah,
I'm just like,
it's
fuck
tough,
it.
man.
It don't matter. Just try and stay in shape so that you don't die young.
Right.
Yeah. Better not be going there too hard in the fucking gym, dude.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm okay, but I kind of had the same thing. I mean, when I played sports my whole life when I was younger, and then I got diabetes out of the blue when I was 16, and I've never been able
You
to
got diabetes at 16?
Yeah.
Type 1?
Type 1, yeah.
I thought you got that when you were a kid.
You mostly do. That's why they call it juvenile diabetes, but you can get it later. Like
What do they call it when you get it? Asshole diabetes?
I think they just call it gay.
I got that gay diabetes.
Doctors
How
just
do you
like,
get
you're gay.
diabetes at 16? That's not normal.
Well, no, more and more people.
stupid?
It's happening. What are you, a fucking jackass, dude? Going around getting diabetes at 16. My other buddy, one of my
Cancer
best,
like a real man.
one of my best friends in high school, 24, he got it.
I didn't think that was a thing. I never heard of that.
It's happening more
You
and
got
more.
type 2. You got the fat one.
No, dude. I
Yeah, you
swear
got
to
the
Christ,
fat
I
one.
don't associate with type 2s. Everybody on the pod knows that.
Yeah. What do you always say? They
Fucking earned it,
They
man.
earned it. Yeah.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
say,
I
yeah.
think you're full of shit. I think you got the fat one.
No, dude. I've always been fucking tight.
You weren't a chunker in high school or anything?
No, I've always been
16
I've
when you
always-
went on that eclair kick.
Dude, I was a skinny little gal my whole life, dude.
I maybe was like 130 pounds until I was like almost like 27 years old.
Yeah.
I was always thin.
Yeah, I was always a skinny little gal, but then once I got diabetes, I could never work out the same way again, and I've just it's just been a constant back and forth to try to just like feel good to get myself regulate it so that I can just feel. And I finally am kind of getting back to that point where I'm like, all right, I feel really good. So
that's got to be a kick to the nuts, though, getting diabetes at 16.
Yeah.
Because usually by the time you're 16 with type 1, you've lived with it your whole life, and that's what it is.
I know. So it's like all of a sudden you're 16, you've been eating, you never thought about nutrition, you've been eating your same way your whole life, you're starting to drink and all that stuff, and they go, you can't, all this stuff is going to fuck you up. And I never stopped anything. I kept drinking. I fucking didn't know anything about my diet.
I would have been dead.
Yeah, I was still like eating Pop-Tarts.
I'd have been dead.
I'd go down the shore with my buddies. I'd forget my fucking insulin pump. I'd still party on no insulin. Like I was stupid. The fact that I didn't,
kidneys didn't shut down.
I know, the fact that I didn't die is.
How'd you find out you had it? Like, was something going on? You went to the doctor, or did it just come up at a physical?
No, yeah, I got really sick, and I was losing weight, and I'm not joking. Every 3 or 4 minutes, I was pissing, and I had no idea. And I'm dying of thirst. I felt like I was in like the Sahara Desert.
That's the thing they say is thirsty.
Yeah. So I'm like chugging what was in my parents' fridge, which was 100% apple juice, which is all sugar. And I had no idea. So I'm like, dude, I keep drinking. I don't know why I'm so thirsty. And I'm pissing. And then I started Googling stuff because Google was like...
Your parents took no notice to any of this.
Yeah, but I told my mom, and she goes, you're full of shit. She's like, you'll go to school. And then she saw me like... pissing every 2 minutes. She was like, holy, because my uncle's diabetic, so she knew someone with it, and then they took me.
How common is that though for somebody to get that later?
It happens.
No, I'm sure it happens, but is it common?
I wouldn't say it's common, but it's becoming more and more common. Like people are getting in their fucking 20s or 30s.
That sucks.
My uncle got it in his 30s, I think.
That's crazy.
It's just an autoimmune disease that basically, like, I got sick.
Your body's stupid.
My body's stupid, and it attacked my pancreas and just shut it down.
Your body doesn't know how to be a body.
That's the South Philly way to say it, dude. Your body, he got that stupid body.
Well, if you listen to my reasoning, so your heart's pumping right now, it's being a heart. It's doing what a heart does.
But if it don't, it's stupid.
But your body is trying to kill itself.
Right.
So you got a dumb body.
Stupid. No, you're exactly right, dude. I wouldn't want to hear that from the doctor.
Yeah, I don't have a dumb body.
Listen, man, I don't know how to say this,
you got
but
a stupid
you got
fucking
a
body.
stupid fucking body. I don't know what to
I
tell
work
you.
with somebody who's got to get, like, she's got a dumb body too, and I told her the same thing. Like, her body's trying to kill herself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's just, like, the magic and the mystery and the absolute amazingness of what goes on inside our bodies to keep us alive, unbeknownst to us, just happens on its own. Your heart pumping, your brain firing, everything happening is amazing. It's absolutely a miracle. But then you get a dumb body.
You get a dumb body.
Yeah. Then your body just turns against you and tries to kill you.
Yeah.
You know,
happened to me too.
You're like a dog that thinks he's a cat. It doesn't work out that way.
Dumb body, dude.
Yeah.
So if you lived 200 years ago, you'd be dead.
Not even 200 years. They didn't invent insulin until like the
50s, 60s?
10s. Like we're
50s,
50s, 60s. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
the
Maybe that
20s,
was that polio?
But I'm just saying, like 200 years ago, we would have burnt you. Like we would
100%.
put
At
you
the stake.
as a witch.
Yeah. 100%,
Yeah.
dude.
In the town square.
I do find that amazing, though. It's just like cancer. Cancer is your body actually trying to help itself, but killing itself at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, dumb bodies.
Dumb bodies.
But it's and it's the same. Like you can just get cancer. You can just get type 1 diabetes.
I only respect people who get things. Like if you get AIDS, I respect that. You weren't born with that. Your body's not stupid.
Right.
Your body has something fighting it that came from the outside. You got just a stupid body.
Yeah, but I think something attacked my body that made it stupid. Someone punched my body in the face, and it went.
How about mine? Is this a dumb body? I had appendicitis.
You can have a dumb outer body, but very smart inside.
Yeah.
Well, dude, my inside the appendicitis. That like
No. That's you get shit in your appendix.
Yeah, something happened. It just started leaking. I put everything off. I just felt like I had stomach aches, similar to what.
No, you're
you were
a dumb
saying.
person.
Yeah, yep. That's what I was looking.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
yep.
what it is.
I just put it off for a month.
That's a dumb person. That's a dumb body.
Very similar to you, though. They were just like, if you put this off for another week, you'd be in serious trouble.
Oh yeah, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had it, I'd be dead. I wouldn't be able to do all the shit that you do. I think that sucks. And I joke around, but yeah, that's unfortunate.
No, man, it's not something to joke about.
That's not what we do here.
Whoa, what the? Why did you invite
No,
me?
man, it's really not something to kid around about. You're over here goofing around. Do we have any articles for Mr. Steve?
Yeah, you know what? Steve and I saw us on the Ed McGonigal, saw each other at the Ed McGonigal podcast, and he was
Yes.
big on the articles over there.
Yes, he is.
And I was doing some research, looking around, saw some of the ones that he saw.
Ed's
so
the funniest human Muppet I've ever seen.
he seriously
He
is.
is. I swear there's a guy with strings above him.
Yeah, that's got to be. And it's
I was
John
supposed
Kensel.
to do his pod this Sunday, and I was like, he's like, can you do it at 7? And I'm like, it's got to be 8 o'clock. He's like, it's got to be 7. All right.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you.
I'll see you later. I'm like, oh, sorry, Ed. I got to get the kids to bed.
Swear
Dude,
people.
keeping in the same tone of drinking and everything, this has been pretty big stories all over the place with teachers drinking, bringing
those
drinks.
eyebrows right off
yeah,
the bat.
dude, those are some bushy brows
She brushes
here.
them up. I know what she's doing.
Yeah, dude. So teacher drinking class swore at pupils and did the Macarena.
Yeah.
So they made note that this is a former teacher.
You guys think you know how to fucking dance?
The only thing about that is she did a dance that's at least 25 years old. That's the
Yeah.
weird thing.
That's the thing that you bring the drinks to class and
I'll
everything.
tell you what, she
Yeah.
starts an OnlyFans tomorrow. She's a millionaire.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's
She's a fucking
exactly
millionaire.
what she'll do.
Dude,
Yeah.
our teachers swore this all the time. And they probably were drinking too. They didn't do a fucking Macarena, but
yeah.
And you know what sucks is when they got fired back then, they didn't have an OnlyFans to turn to.
What was their fallback? Just drinking and driving a school
Gas
bus type of
station.
thing. Yeah, gas station
Gas
attendant.
station.
Yeah.
Gas
These broads had nowhere to turn back then.
They didn't.
Thank God we
you
have
notice
OnlyFans.
the big swing on like the female teachers fucking the dudes now?
It is a
It's
huge
constant.
thing.
Is that like shark attacks? Are they just reporting on it more?
I think they're
we
reporting on it more.
Is that what it is?
Might be
I think
that.
they are.
Because you know where they go, it's not as many shark attacks, it's just too much reporting.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like every other week there's like some hot fucking teacher
Almost
boning some
Yeah.
dude.
Every week when we're
The
pulling up an
luckiest
article.
kid in the world.
Yeah, luckiest kid, and it's more women now than it is guys. Gone are the days where you had the creepy guy
The
with
guys
the
are
glasses.
still creepy.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just don't go the full.
That's the problem with
Yeah.
guys. The guys go creepy. These teachers, man, they're like, I don't know. She's my teacher.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fucking-
not natural for this many broads to be banging young men.
Well, do you think it's just?
Although we all know a kid in high school that it happened to.
Yeah, I know a couple of kids that they
Everyone
got away
knows
with
one.
it. Yeah, I know too.
Not a female teacher. I do know a kid who banged his girlfriend's mom.
That counts.
That's
Yeah.
pretty. I've seen that video before.
Banged his girlfriend's mom on the regular when they were like, I mean, young.
That's worse.
Actively
That's-
dating, and she didn't know about it.
No.
His girlfriend didn't know that he was
Dude,
banging her mom.
when I say young, I mean like 13.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God, that's an awkward family
Yeah.
party.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thanksgiving must have been rough after she found out.
So that might, but guess what? He looks back on it fondly. There's no trauma
Right.
No.
whatsoever because I saw him not that well. It was a couple years ago, and I brought it up. I was like, "Dude, was that true?" Because at first I was like, I thought it was like bullshit. That
He's like, those
he's
were
like,
the
"Dude,
days."
100% true. It was fucking amazing." And I know, like, the mom was fucking hot.
Yeah.
Dude, and I feel like if it was the opposite, if it was a girl banging her boyfriend's dad, she'd be, working down a show and tell on Columbus Boulevard at the lowest point of her life.
Well, I think because
Yeah, the kid becomes a CEO.
Look,
Yeah.
He becomes a small business owner.
It's wrong. It's wrong. I guess. I think it's also a societal thing that one we're high five and the other one it's like I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not even going to get into all that. But I'll just tell you, the only person I know that's ever happened to looks back as a fond memory.
Yeah.
But no, she was drinking and fucking it was probably Friday, man, before the 4th. She was fucking getting it in.
Dude, the best part of this story, too, is the teacher was teaching drug and alcohol awareness.
Yeah.
And they said that she showed up reeking of alcohol, was swearing, and then would start doing
That's
the
called
Macarena.
a method teacher.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
She's in
method
character,
teacher.
yeah.
How else are these kids going to learn?
Yeah.
She showed them that, hey, sometimes drinking at work is bad.
Yeah, yeah. And hey, maybe she gets a slap on the wrist for drinking in school and everything, but doing the Macarena, lifetime ban from any
How
teacher.
much would you like to party with her, though?
Oh, I'd let her
That
slap
fucking-
my ass.
No, just fucking go out like on like a margarita fucking Monday
Yeah.
and fucking at Copacabana.
Yeah. Oh man, fucking time we would have. Yeah.
Help her brush her eyebrows up.
Yeah, she's gonna need a little help there.
They hired her. There's no way this is an after shot, so they saw that like on her fucking her
LinkedIn
shit.
Yeah.
Beforehand, and come on, she was trouble all day. She got those crazy eyes.
Yeah, she does. I can see him. Yep.
I'm telling you, she's a ball.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Where was this at?
Wales.
Wales?
It was in Wales.
My
Oh,
guess-
dude, they're all drunk in Wales.
Yeah. So I'm like, this definitely is not a teacher
So
in
she's
South
got
Jersey.
an accent too.
She's fucking
Get
hot.
this off. This is gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
didn't know
get
the
it.
Macarena traveled
Yeah,
so far. dude.
Yeah.
You ever read the lyrics of the Macarena? It's about like
Like abuse or something.
yeah, it's about a woman that's like being abused and she's cheating on her abusive
Yeah.
boyfriend with his friend
See,
or
she
something.
was trying to teach about
Method,
drugs and abuse. She goes, "I'm gonna sing the Macarena and I'm gonna do some fucking drugs."
You're
for you
fucking
guys."
right. Yeah, dude. I saw this other article as well of how many hours we spend using our phones on the toilet every year. Do you know what amount of time every year people are putting in on the toilet? How many hours per year?
I
do you
mean, I
think?
can go off of me, but let me go off all like the crazy people in the world.
So you're saying one individual?
One individual, how many
What's the
hours per year?
average?
Yeah, average
Okay.
hours per
I'm
year.
gonna say for most people,
Using phones while you're on the toilet.
while they're on the toilet, I'm gonna say for most people, it's probably got to be like near like 23 hours.
What do you think, Brandon? Where are
Over
you
the
at?
course of the year?
Throughout the year, if you total up the hours.
Well, I'm thinking if you shit once a day, I'm gonna say 500 hours.
No, it can't be that much.
49
I was
Americans.
closer.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were-
totally.
See,
You're on
I'm
the
not,
under,
I'm not a
yeah.
huge phone person, and I definitely. So I know me. It's probably something like for the year.
What are you doing on the toilet? Looking
Right
at
here.
Playboy magazines?
They actually broke down what they're
I
doing.
read on the toilet.
66% of people are scrolling social media, 40% watching videos, responding to texts, reading the news, shopping. Talking on the phone was 8%. Do you guys ever talk on the phone while taking a
Sure,
shit?
absolutely.
I do, as long as there's not an echo. If I can hear an echo, I'm like, I don't want them to know.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
shit. You always listen. You're like, there's a fucking echo in this.
Yeah,
one.
or you accidentally flush.
I mean, how long does it take you to jerk off on the toilet? I mean,
I-
500 hours.
I'm in and out like a fucking
Yeah.
ninja, dude.
Yeah.
So if you go by me, it's probably like 3 hours.
You don't even have to
Fucking-
sit down. It's just like you're standing up to take a
Sometimes
piss.
just the
Yeah.
thought of masturbating makes me come. So I just,
Yeah.
I'm at that stage of
Yeah.
life.
Hell
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
stage, man.
2% of people
power.
took video calls from the toilet.
I
2%. But the
Hey
more,
guys, we're gonna be cutting, making some cuts this quarter.
What if you dropped it and you just took a massive shit? So everybody saw,
Yeah.
like, it went down, and before, because they're all waterproof now, which I just
Yeah.
found out the other day by
Yeah.
dropping one in a pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
they're all pretty much waterproof.
Dude, I
yeah.
dropped it in the deep end of my pool, which is, I live, it's 3 acres and it's 14 feet. And
Fucking right.
I dropped
Fucking
it. I
flex,
dropped it
baby.
down in there, and but I was like, oh, and I was like, call your mom, because I wasn't getting it out of there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's broke. It came out, worked fine. My wife's like, yeah, they're all
Wow.
fucking waterproof now. I was like, really?
Yeah, drop one of those in the toilet. Somebody's be like, I
That's
think
what
you got to
It
get more.
drops down, and they see like your shit and everything like that.
Oh.
You got to eat more fiber. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a healthy colon.
Yeah, Gen Z is the worst culprit, spending an average of 54 hours doom scrolling on the toilet.
They're
So
totally fucked.
I just
man.
love these are the studies that we're doing now. They're like, let's
Yeah,
see how much
who's-
time people are spending on their phones while
They do
shitting.
studies on the dumbest shit.
That's a bullshit poll study where they go, how much time do you think you spend on average?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is most of the stuff is just made up.
Oh yeah, this one right here. They said that they surveyed 500 Americans. Have you guys ever been surveyed for anything?
Never.
Pollsters around election. Never. I don't think I know anybody
Never.
that has ever gotten in a poll or survey. I don't know where.
Just
the
like I
fuck-
never met a person who's met a Japanese person. I don't think they exist.
That's a good,
That's a good
point,
fucking
dude. I
point.
don't know if I know any
Right?
Japanese
Exactly.
people.
And nobody that's ever been to North Dakota.
Yeah.
I don't think that exists.
Is that where
You meet a Japanese person in North Dakota, you fucking call me.
Man, if
Holy
we could
shit.
get a Japanese person or a North Dakotian on the pod,
Yeah.
gotta
There's no such
prove
thing.
this. We gotta
I
debunk
swear
it.
to God. And I took Japanese in high school, and every Asian person I ever met's not Japanese. So
Hey, you know what? I don't think I've ever met a Japanese
No.
person either.
You've met Koreans, Vietnamese,
your
Chinese.
your grandfather may have met.
Nobody has ever
Maybe
met a
not
Japanese
face to
person.
face, but
Nobody.
No, those
Best sushi I get, Mexican guy makes it.
yeah,
It's awesome.
Fucking
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
wow.
damn. Those ninjas
See?
and samurais are awfully slippery.
Okay.
Can't.
There's a lot of things I think are made up. There's no such thing as Japanese people, and North Dakota does not exist.
Where is Mount Rushmore? South or North?
South.
South Dakota.
South.
Yeah. What
I
the
know
fuck
people
is
have
in
been
North?
there. Nothing. Nobody's been there. Name a place.
Yeah.
Nothing.
What's even the Bismarck, North Dakota? Yeah, what the fuck
Nobody's
is going
been
on?
there.
No.
It doesn't exist.
Where's Fargo? Fargo? Is that North
That's
Dakota?
Fargo. Might be in. It might be in North Dakota.
But that's just what they
It
say.
was just a movie.
That's
It was a
movie.
fictional movie.
That's a fictional fucking
You gotta
movie.
just take their word for it. Maybe that's
Yeah.
where all the Japanese people are living.
That's what I'm saying,
Because
man.
nobody's ever been.
Nah, it's fucking way too
Yeah,
cold.
dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I got one other local one too. You guys might have seen this one come up. Did you guys see the New Jersey cop that drove over live fireworks down in Pensgrove? Dude, it was fucking great.
Wait,
Got the
maybe I
video right
did.
here.
Yeah, pull up the video.
Dude, this video.
Wait, they're lighting them off and he drives over it?
Yeah, watch this shit.
This looks like Steve's backyard.
Yeah.
They're lighting them off in the road right here.
I actually fucking hate fireworks.
I do too. And then watch this it was on 4th of July weekend. Watch this cop go right over top of them as they're going off. So people started lighting up their Facebook group about this down in Pensgrove. They're like, the amount of safety issues. But like, number one, it's illegal to light fireworks in the middle of a road.
Yeah.
But then a cop drives over top of them. Imagine if one of those went off as it was, like, what would have happened? Would the cop car just fucking...
I mean, it's Jersey, so
Yeah.
does anybody really
But
notice?
what would,
it?
but even physically, I mean, like, do you think it would those
If it hit-
things are
if it hit
powerful
something-
enough?
No, I don't think it's powerful enough to puncture metal. But
Yeah,
it could,
yeah.
if it hit
Yeah.
like some, I mean, there's a lot of fuel residue and shit like that. That could have set the bottom of the car on fire.
These people are like, this dumbass, he could have blown his car up and everything, so they're now coming out with the whole thing. The cop's getting a bunch
what
of
the
trouble.
fuck you put fireworks in the middle of the street for?
Yeah.
Don't get me started on people and their fucking fireworks.
I think
you know?
everybody that likes to set fireworks off, especially outside of major holidays, just they all have metal plates in their head. Like there's something wrong.
How
No,
many
it's-
people die a year from firework-related incidents?
Definitely, probably,
I'll pull-
I'd say in
Hundreds.
the lower hundreds.
I'll look it up right
Hundreds.
now. Let me see.
I
what
would
can
say
get.
anywhere from 50 to 100 people die in the United States.
I
from
I
fireworks.
think you're right on par.
Like the asshole, what was it, last year that put the firework to his head and blew his fucking head right off?
Yeah.
And his mom said, you know, he was a fucking moron.
He died doing what he loved.
Yeah. I think she essentially said that.
Wow. Actually, it's much lower. On average, approximately 10 deaths per year.
Okay, you know, it's closer. I said 50.
It was
Still
between 08 and 2023.
Yeah, but that's
good amount.
But those fucking moron. Here's the thing. I've always said, like, when people are like, oh, you know, it's not the downfall of society. I'm like, come over to my house on a fucking Tuesday, July 8th, and look at my asshole neighbor still lighting fireworks off in the rain.
Yeah.
Like,
I got guys doing it here in broad daylight.
like in the rain.
Yeah.
But see, Roxborough, that's one of the reasons we got out of the city is because for some reason, when the pandemic hit, they made it legal to buy fireworks in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
which is
Oh
my
all
God.
those fucking dirtballs went and took the $2,500 they got and bought fireworks.
Their tax returns got them all
4th of
set.
July lasted from the 4th of July to the 3rd of July the next year in my neighborhood. And I
Yeah.
lived near a football field. So these fucking cruds would go there and light them off at the 50-yard line and fucking talk about touchdowns and shit.
Oh,
It'd be
fucking
like
Christ.
Tuesday, 11:43, you would just hear boom. And that was it. They lit off one.
Yeah.
Just randomly. And then all the dogs are barking and all the shit. I'm just like, and I was going down there one time because I was fit to be tied. And my other fucking dirtball neighbor caught me and talked some sense into me. He's like, dude, don't go fucking starting with those people. He's
Yeah.
like, they're fucking maniacs.
Now wait, have you guys been affected by the trash strike?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm out of the city now.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if like technically like
My sister was. She lives in Northeast Philly by the airport. And yeah, there's just mountains
Oh, all
of
the guys
trash.
I work with.
Thank
yeah.
God like we're all out of the fucking
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, that'd be a
Like,
fucking
No,
nightmare.
I
That
was,
is crazy
I was
that
part of
that's
that
happening.
union too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was 33.
So they're asking for better wages.
They actually
Yeah.
got a deal today. They
Yeah, they got a shit deal.
yeah.
Imagine now being in that union and then the first day back when all that trash has been built up.
Well, that wasn't my job, but here's the thing: they're going to get fucking overtime picking that all up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you know they're fine. They're going to get back pay. They're going to get overtime. But the biggest thing, like when I was there, which they still didn't concede to, was the residency waiver. So when I worked for the city, I was a fire inspector for 15 years. You have to live in the city. The cops, they got 5 years and then they can move out. Firemen got 5 years and then they can move out. 33 usually follow suit and they still never have. So we had to live in the city. That's why when I left the city, when I left the job with the city, I fucking moved out like
Yeah,
6
sure, I
months
don't need
later.
to do this
I got the
anymore.
hell out of there. But yeah, so they got whatever they got. But yeah, those fucking guys are going to be making loot for Trashmen make a ton.
It
Yeah.
just seems like hell in the city. I mean, like I just saw something where I used to live in University City. There was like 13 people murdered. It seems
Yeah,
like
Grace Ferry. That's right where my mic's at.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
2 blocks up from the speakeasy.
right.
Because that's in Grace Ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live right by there, dude, and I'm like, dude, it seems like Gotham City these days.
Yeah, no, it's a shit show.
Yeah.
But they'll tell you up and down that, well, that's the reason. Well, the best is I'm selling my house, and at the end of my block, and I lived on a no outlet. At the end of my block is a mass shooting down at the end of my block when I'm set the
In
football
Roxborough?
kids. Yeah, the football. Remember when they shot up the football team, the Roxborough football
Oh
team?
yeah.
That was
Wow.
my block.
Holy
so here I
shit.
am selling my house, and they're on the news outside of my house, and I'm like, move the fuck down.
Got
I'm
that
trying
for
to sell
sale
my
sign.
house.
Yeah.
There's memorials up and
You picked
everything.
up the sign. And you
Oh
just,
fuck.
Dude, I took down so many memorials because I was like, what the fuck? I'm trying to sell my house. I was
Right.
like, they just really love football here.
yeah.
Man. Did any of that affect your sale of the house?
I don't know if it did, but it definitely was going on when we were like actively trying to sell our house. We sold to out-of-towners, which I'm glad they actually did it through a phone, which I never even
Thank
saw
God,
before.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, can you imagine like, and I told my wife, I was like, this is going to pop off here eventually. I was like, this fucking school's bad news. And literally right at the end of my block, and we would have been home. My kids would have been outside playing right there, but we were out doing something else.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because, I mean, it literally, and I'm like, son of a bitch, man.
Yeah,
Like,
between the shooting and your personality, I mean, the chances of you being able to sell that thing.
no, but that's the thing. Like, it's funny doing like comedy in Philly, and I've lived in Philly my whole life. I spent 42 years in the city of Philadelphia, living there, working there as a fire inspector. My brother was a Philly cop. My dad worked for the city. It's like, and I just put my time in.
Yeah.
That's why all like these young kids, all these Philly comics, and I do that with air quotes because everybody's from Philly and they're nowhere fucking near from Philly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I fucking hate it so much now.
Uh-huh.
Like, and I'm like, I did love it.
Yeah.
Like, and when we like, I'm just like, I'm so past. I couldn't wait to get out of the city.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I couldn't wait to get out of the fucking city. It was brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, see, you're all like young and fucking stupid and like think it's so magical. And even old people. There's like older comics I know that are like, I'm buying another place. I'm like, fucking sucks. What are you serious?
I
It's a
know.
shithole.
Yeah.
It's just because that's the only city close to here. So they're like, oh, no, it's cool. You're in a city. And you're like,
Dude, I couldn't wait I lived in a row home my entire life. I couldn't wait till a house was not connected to my house.
yeah.
And guess what?
It's going to be huge.
Fucking amazing.
Right.
It's pretty incredible,
it's
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stand it anymore.
I did it for 5-6 years. It was cool, and you had roommates in there. We were in like a 3-story row home in
when
South
you're
Philly.
young, yeah.
Yeah, but then after that, I'm just like, all right, yeah, I got to get out
Yeah,
of here too.
dude.
Yeah.
I do not regret at all. My wife's like a little like, oh, I miss the city, and she's not even originally from the city. And I'm like, I don't miss a fucking thing. I don't
Yeah.
miss a thing. I don't miss the fireworks, the fucking shit. Like when I lived in Southwest Philly, as we were I lived in Southwest until I was 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
And we were one of the last families to get the fuck out of Southwest Philadelphia. And it's just shootings every night.
I know.
Like literally, not like that's fireworks. Like at 9 o'clock, between like 9 o'clock and like 5 in the morning, you would randomly hear throughout the night, just like pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop.
And you didn't know if it was fireworks or a shooting.
No,
Yeah.
it was. You start to learn the difference.
Yeah.
Pretty
You
quick.
know? And it was just like, and then it just. I'm so glad to be out of that fucking city.
Did you have
Yeah.
all the quads and dirt bikes at that time going by
No.
too? That was
No, that
that
wasn't
got
a
be
thing.
fucking crazy when I was.
No,
in
that
South
wasn't a thing. What was? I'm trying to think. What would be the equivalent of that? So the bass back then, the cars that would like soup up the bass like ridiculously loud to where it
Yeah.
would shake windows.
Yeah.
that was still really in.
Yeah.
So like you'd be like going to bed at like 11:30, and it would just be like.
Dariuto the gasoline.
And the shit would just vibrate and it was just bass. They weren't even listening to music.
Yeah.
They were like cassettes that you could buy
Yeah.
that were just bass tracks.
Yeah.
Holy
And
fuck.
people's car and like I knew a dude that had his bass, it was so fucking crazy it shattered his windows
That's fucking
in
nuts.
his car, and we laughed
Imagine
our
thinking that
fucking
was
asses
worth
off.
it. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, but that song was fucking
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fucking loud, right, dude?
Yeah.
But now I can't
chicks
hear.
are gonna love this,
Yeah, I
dude.
filmed it on my Nokia.
Yeah. I had this girl in the car popped both her eardrums, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it was that was a thing. That
It
was,
was.
a thing at one point.
When I first got my license, it was cool to do that with some fucking Little Wayne mixtapes that came out and stuff. Some, but not just straight bass tracks. That's fucking psychotic.
The bassiest. I remember it was like there were DJs that would put out like so and so's bassiest bass tracks, and it was just literally just bass. It was just shit that would rattle windows and shit.
I
So
never
that was
understood. I remember being in high school and like there'd be certain kids who had were the first ones with the car.
Yeah.
And you'd be driving with him. I remember I was driving with this one kid and I'm in the back seat and he had this huge fucking system and he's like, dude, it gets loud. And we're just driving around the fucking neighborhood blasting. Like, I'm just like, dude, this is not enjoyable at all. It's blasting
it's
my
ridiculous.
fucking ears off.
Yeah.
And it's just us in there. It's like, what are we doing, dude?
Yeah. Nowadays, I'm just driving around the suburbs blasting Bob Seger. It's a whole different
we
game
had
changer.
so much noise. That I lived right next to the 13 trolley, and then we also had a freight train that used to go by.
Nice.
So you would hear
Jeez.
the freight train horn. You would hear the trolley that never stopped.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Assholes
You could probably
with the
sleep
bass.
through
Assholes with the
anything.
bass just
And
shooting
wait,
left and right.
I lived at Southwest is at the airport, so we
Oh
would have
my
the planes
God.
constantly going overhead.
That's so loud.
And some of them sounded like they would be going overhead for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that time, yes, I could sleep through anything. Now it's like fucking anything. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so quiet now. If you hear the littlest thing, it's like,
It
what the
is
fuck?
quiet. I
Yeah.
love it. And my neighbor.
I grew up in the burbs, and then I moved to the city for just a few years. But I'm so happy to be
oh yeah.
back.
Especially, that's why I said I'm amazed people who get like are older and they're like who there's who's living in the city now? Fucking I can't think of his name.
Especially now, it really has just changed so much.
It's a shithole. The government's really bad. Our city council is horrible.
Yeah.
One of the few without term limits. It's just, and it's all nepotism. So you'll have like that guy dies, and then all of a sudden his daughter's in the same seat and everything.
Fucking daughter.
Yeah.
Fucking daughters.
It's ridiculous, and then it just is what it is. It's just I'm very glad I'm out of there finally.
Fuck yeah.
Glad you're in the basement in South Jersey.
Yeah, we'll be glad to get you out of here, dude. I mean, how we doing on time?
Where are we at?
We're at 2 hours.
We're an hour 30, so we can
Hell
wrap
yeah.
this bitch.
Let's wrap it the fuck up.
Boys, I had a good time.
Yeah,
Dude.
thanks for making the trek over.
So good to see you, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude.
fucking love hanging out with you.
Yeah, I could sit here
Yeah.
and fucking talk. You know me, I'll bullshit all fucking night.
Do you have anything you want to mention?
I do. I'm doing. You guys know Bronston Jones?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm doing
yeah.
his what's that show in Yardley? The Funny Farm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, this Friday. I think it's in Yardley. Yeah, it's that's a really good show, which anybody can check out my Instagram and Facebook. Steve Bickel, and that show's on Friday. And I got a bunch of stuff coming up throughout the summer, but that's actually this Friday, and he puts on a great show. It's me, Peggy O'Leary, Coleman Green. Really funny guy, and somebody else that I can't remember, but I'm not doing it out of disrespect. But also, anybody else can come and check out the Speakeasy Mike over in Grace Ferry when there's not a mass shooting.
If you want to get shot, dude.
Run by the
do
very
fun.
funny Joe G, who's really putting that all together right now.
Joe G, that's
Yeah,
right.
Joe G is running.
Yeah,
He's a
man.
fucking wild boy.
He's a great dude. That's his whole gig. That's his thing. He's doing it. So I just I'm like the dad that looks over and goes,
Hey, no disrespect.
yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I got that going on. But I'm always doing something. You know me. I got to be fucking doing something.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dan, you got anything?
August, September, all the things coming up there. But between now and then, just follow the South Jersey Bad Boys. But
Yeah, I don't have much coming up. I got to update my website with some dates. I got some at Punchline coming up. That's about it. But just go to my Instagram.
Ooh, what do you got
Brendan
coming
Donegan.
up on Punchline? What's
I'm
that
doing the
about?
All Stars, and then I'm featuring for Peter Ravello,
Oh,
who
nice.
I know a little bit from New York Comedy Club. Super fucking funny guy. He's a Comedy Cellar dude. And then they gave me a few other dates there. That's pretty much it. It's been a pretty slow summer for me. So if you want to get to a show, those are some of the few I have coming up. But yeah, Brendan Donegan Comedy on Instagram. That's where I'll post some shit.
all right. Awesome. Sounds good. Thanks again for coming
Thank
out,
you, boys.
Steve.
Fuck yeah,
Thanks
dude.
for coming out and doing it. We'll see you next time.
Anytime.
Absolutely.